Welcome, Libra. This is Eleanor with Peaches by Starlight Tarot here with your October 2022 reading. Your overall energy for the month, you have this place wouldn't be the same without you, and you have this beautiful blue door that says secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. The first thing that I noticed, though, was the beautiful blue of this door and a sense of sentimentality in these messages. So I'm seeing some conversation, some communication with old friends, or even coworkers or classmates. And there's a storytelling energy where I can see you sharing a story publicly, like even standing at a podium or something. But you're making your mark, not just here in October, but in life in general, within some kind of organization or a group, and securing a good reputation as the backbone or the face of it. But I do feel a sense of either retreat or moving on, of wanting to withdraw your energy in some way from it. And people might express to you how you'll be missed, but I also see you being extremely supported in whatever self-care decision you do ultimately make. So for the good stuff coming in, you have the Moon reversed, the Ten of Swords reversed, and the Emperor reversed. So there's a fear that you might be coming into the month with that just never really materializes. And there's a sense of relief because everything is going to be okay. And I do think there's a decision that you do still have to make, but the fear that it will be made for you or taken away is what doesn't come true. There's also something that you might be wanting to move on from, but the unknowns around who you are or what you become outside of it are a little intimidating. And the fear of changing your mind and not being able to go back is there. But the exact subconscious mechanism that's generating the apprehension, that's what comes to light. And you're like Pinocchio, finally free of his strings. And like some subconscious authority figure, like the voice of someone from your past who's still, it's an inner voice, but it's personified by someone from your past. You can hear that person's voice speaking for you in your mind. And anyway, it's being exposed, and now you have more agency. So there's also a you can't fire me because I quit thing going on, where you're avoiding an ending that you didn't want. So you're free to write the ending on your own terms, and now you can leave whatever it is without burning the bridge. You'll be in good standing, maybe still able to get a good reference or still have a friendship remain intact. So it's not like you can't fire me because I quit, but you're gonna I resigned for personal reasons before it becomes a thing. You know how some shows should have gone out with a bang, that leaving people wanting more, but they just kept going until no one cared anymore? It's like you're avoiding that from happening to a relationship here or a professional situation. And so for the tough stuff, you have the Six of Wands, the Nine of Swords, Temperance reversed. This is the stuff that you might still be afraid to lose if you make this decision. And there might be some validation or support of a certain identity if you do stay. And you may experience some anxiety over having to provide that for yourself from here on out. And I can see a fear of being forgotten and a fear that you'll make worse decisions without this authoritarian filter. Like, will you just drift off and fly apart? So there's an element of nervousness to leave the nest of something, to differentiate, to actually be the one in charge and therefore responsible with no one else to blame anything for anymore. And I see you might be aware that people will be paying attention and watching you as you go, and you might not want them to see you fail. So these are all the things that can make it tempting to stay in the ranks, and it's all stuff to overcome in order to be the emperor of your own life. You won't lose anything that you've earned. It's all part of who you are. Like, what do they say? You can take the person out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the person. That's what I'm getting here. And all of these are normal fears associated with rites of passage and stepping into your full autonomy. So for your advice, you have the fours. This is the Strength card reversed, the Six of Swords reversed, and the Eight of Wands. So yeah, they want you to be bold and go toe to toe with these fears and to not coddle them. You won't be able to get where you want to go on like this tight wire that manages to make everybody happy. It just won't work. And they're asking you to increase the gravity of your step, your stomp even. And they're saying to ride the momentum and that the wind is at your back right now. everything happens in seasons and cycles, and you have like a downhill slide right into where you want to go right now if you don't fight it. And they're saying the fears will overrun you if you sit too long with them and let them get a foothold and let them manipulate you. You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember the Never-Ending Story where Atreyu is at that first gate to the Southern Oracle? In order to pass without getting fried, he has to like run without any hesitation or self-questioning. It's just, that's the image I'm getting with that. And I'm also hearing it's cleaner or on a high note. And they're showing you being successful and standing up to something or for something rather than running away from it. And if that sounds contradictory because we're talking about running, it's more about the courage to run towards something. And running away in this case means running back to the safety of what you know, but what actually ultimately rules over you. So that's what I have for you right now, Libra. And if it helped in any way, let me know by hitting that like button, and I will talk to you in November. Thank you.